In the last 6 episodes of our ongoing blazer jacket video, I've walked you guys through various aspects of the tutorial, which are how to take measurement for a blazer jacket, how to draft a blazer jacket pattern, introduction to the materials needed, cutting and fusing of the pieces, and construction of a double welt pocket with flap. All these videos are on a playlist which has been linked up in the description area below. You might want to check them out after now. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time of watching my video, this is Regi School of Fashion. In today's episode, we shall continue from where we stopped in the previous video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for regular notifications, and also remember to watch hearts on my videos. Please don't skip those hearts because that is the only way I get rewarded here on YouTube. My name is Bolaji and this is Regi School of Fashion. In constructing the chest pocket, I drew out my lapel line, which started on the front neckline point to the button break point. Okay, you can see what I have here. Here is a connection. Then what I have from this point to this point is my seam allowance. Okay, so by the time I fold this, I will have it like so. So I will be having something like this. Okay. Then from the front shoulder line, I measured 10 inches downward. So don't forget this 10 inches is together with the seam allowance I have on the shoulder line. So which means if you are drawing this out on your pattern, you will measure 9.5 inches apart from your seam allowance. From here to here is going to be my seam allowance of half of an inch. So if I took the measurement from my seam allowance point, I will have 9.5 inches left, and I have the point here. The distance I have from this point to my lapel line is 1.5 inches. Can you see what I have? Okay. Then for the pocket opening is 4 inches. 4 inches. I drew the line on a straight line with my white chalk. Okay, then from the 4 inches point, I took it up by half of an inch. You can see the line I have here is not on a straight line because the pocket is not meant to be on a straight line. So that is why I have the line like so. Then for easy understanding, if you want to take the measurement from the shoulder line, it's going to be 1 inch shorter from the measurement I have here. Here I measured 10 inches. So here I have 8.5 inches. That is 1.5 inches. Okay, so that 1.5 inches is for the shoulder slope. You can see what I have. From here to here is 10 inches. Then from here to here is 8.5 inches. So these are the pieces I will be using in constructing my jacket chest pocket. I have this, I have the facing, and I have the pocket back, 2 pieces. I've introduced this in one of the previous episodes. Okay, so in the video I explained the measurement I used in cutting out all the pieces. So make sure you check out the video so that you'll be able to cut yours. Now the first step is to construct the welt. So here is my welt. Excuse me. So I will have to shape the edges of my welt to align with the shape I have for my pocket opening. And I'll be doing the same, I'll be repeating the same process on the remaining pieces I have here, the lining and the facing. So this is higher than this. So what I'll be doing is I'll be subtracting from the measurement I have here. Okay, so after shaping, this is what I have. Then I'll open it up like so, fold it right side facing the right side. Okay, then I'll be closing the two sides with 1/4 inch. I will stitch with 1/4 inch on this side, then 1/4 inch on this side. Now I have both sides of the welt stitched, as you can see. So the next step is to turn it inside out. So in turning this inside out, I'll fold my seam allowance like so on both sides. Okay, then I'll trim off the seam allowance I have by this side. So for this other side, I'm not trimming it off completely like the one I cut earlier. Okay, so this is what I have after turning it to the right side. You can see this place is a little bit sharper than this side. You can see what I have. Then I'll give it a good press. After giving it a good press, I will bring it back to my sewing machine and I will close the opening completely. So guys, now I have the welt constructed properly, as you can see. So now it's time to attach the welt to the bodies. Okay, so in attaching the welt to the bodies, I will place the two together like so. I have my measurements marked on the welt. It depends on how wide you want your welt to be. You can make it 0.75 or 1 inch. So here I have 1 inch. If you don't want it wider like this, you can reduce the measurement to 0.75. Then I'll be placing it edge to edge. Okay, so make sure the measurement you have at the upper part of your welt is the same thing as the measurement you drew out on your fabric. Hope you get this. So here I have about 4 inches. So I will make sure what I have at the upper part here is not more than 4 inches. It's aligned with the line properly. But what I have at the lower part can be more than 4 inches. So here I have 4.5 inches. Okay, so I will place this on the marked point I have towards the center front, like so. So I will make sure the line I have on my welt match up with the line I drew on the bodies. Okay, so now I will take this to my sewing machine and I will stitch from edge to edge. Now that I have my welt attached to the bodies, the next step is to attach one of the pocket bags. And I will position it like so. I will make sure it falls at the center. You can as well notch your center. You can see my pocket bag is wider than the welt. So that is what you must have for your own as well. So now I will flip this to the wrong side and I will stitch exactly on the seam line. Now that I have one of the pocket bags attached to the bodies, as you can see, the pocket bag and the welt are facing the same direction. That is the lower part of the jacket. Now I will be attaching the facing, and the facing will be placed facing towards the upper part of the jacket. Now, the seam allowance I have on the welt and the pocket bag is 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. From the edge to this seam line is 1/4 inch. So on my facing as well, I have 1/4 inch. So which means in total I will be having 1/2 inch on my bodice. So I will place the two edges aligned together properly. As you can see, I have the same measurements for both the facing and the pocket bag. So now I will be stitching from this marked point to this marked point. The measurement I have from here to here is the same thing with the measurement I have on the lining, which is from this point to this point. So guys, now that I have the facing attached to the bodice, the next step is to open up the center. So I'll flip my bodice to the wrong side, so that I'll be able to see the center properly.
I don't like this now. Why now?
So I will cut all through. Then I will mark 0.75 forward. So here is a point. So this is where I will stop. So when I get to the marked point, I will stop, then I will cut diagonally. And I will repeat the same process on the other side. So guys, now that I have the center opened up, then I will turn my body to the right side and I will push this to the wrong side. The facing, the lining, and the welt. Then I will have my welt facing up like so. Okay, you can see what I have. I'm aligning it properly. You can see the triangular shape I have here. It is facing towards the side of the bodice, and this is also facing towards the center front. So now I have this on the wrong side, and this is what I have on the right side. So make sure you take your time to arrange and align your welt and your pocket bag facing properly. Okay, So now I will be taking this to my ironing board and I will give it a good press, after which I will be back to show you the next step. So guys, now I have my pocket welt ironed properly, as you can see. So this is how the right side looks like. Then on the wrong side, this is what I have. You can see the facing. So you can see the facing is on top of the pocket bag. Can you see what I have? Then the triangular shape I cut out is facing towards this direction, this side and this side. So in this case, I will not be stitching on the triangular shape, so I'll be leaving it like so. Then I will be closing the two sides of the welt, this. So when you are closing this, you can do this using a basic stitches, your hand stitches, or if you have a decorative stitches or zigzag stitches on your sewing machine, you can use the function as well. But if you don't have any of this function, make sure you use your straight stitches. But as for me, I will be making use of a zigzag stitches. So guys, here is what I have after closing the two sides. So this is the inside of the pocket. Okay, so after finishing the inside, which is a pocket bag, then I'll give it another good press. So the next step is to close the pocket bag. So I'll be attaching my second lining together with the facing like so. Right side facing the right side. So after joining the lining and the facing together, then I will apply a top stitch. You can see I'm top stitching on the lining. Okay, so now the next step after top stitching, the last step is to close the pocket bag. So I'll be holding the two together like so. So then I'll be stitching from this point. You can see what I have underneath. This is a pocket bag. From here, I will stitch. So you can make your pocket bag any shape of your choice. It can be a square shape and it can be a circle. Can be curvy like so. So then I'll be doing the same thing on the other side. So make sure your stitches passes through the triangular cut. So now I can trim off the excess. You can as well overlock all the edges of the pocket bag in order to secure it. So guys, this is what I have for the chest pocket. You can see how beautiful, neat and flat it looks. And this is the wrong side. So here is a pocket bag and this is the welt. So I will give it a final press. Thank you guys for taking out your time to watch this video to the end. Meet me in the next episode where we shall continue from where we stopped. Feel free to drop your questions and feedback at the comment section, as I will be available to acknowledge them all. Thanks once again, and always do remember, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs.